Okay, so I recently wanted to get a very small car amplifier for my Chevy Colorado single cab. We want it to be a small little micro amp. And these guys seemed like a fantastic value. Um, because, I mean, the video, this is the PHF1000D. I've had the best value, or best balance, which was a clone of the 650, which is pretty much what this 1000 does, is it puts out damn near the same numbers as the 650 Plinius or the PT700 best value audio systems. Whatever. The one it's annoying that they put out a 650 which did over its rated, and so as a response to that, they were like, well, let's just call a 1000 even though it does what the 650 did, so it doesn't put even close to its rated, which is fine. Again, this is going in a Chevy Colorado. This thing's tiny, by the way. I need that to be said. Here's the Walmart Power Acoustics. This thing's a champ. I love it. I don't know. People talk shit about, rightfully so, Power Acoustic. It's not 2500. Rate that properly. Other than that, this amp is the bomb. This is the 1 ohm version with the 100 amp fusing. That's the one you want. I can't speak to the 30 or 25 amp fused ones. This one's awesome. Made in Korea. So yeah, it is very small. Doesn't do rated. We're not too worried about that. It has a clip light. It's not a good clip light, mind you. And it has a lot of adjustability on the crossovers. We do like that. It has 300 hertz on the high pass filter. I'm sorry, low pass filter, which is surprising. Most go to 240, 250. They will still play sounds over 240 or 50 because that's how crossovers work. They're just a lot more quiet. So 300 is interesting on this one. We've got it hooked up to the old Kenwood, which is hooked up to my Retroid Pocket because I'm filming with my phone. We have the ETA 828 Pro. I might need to put some batteries in it. I'm not certain. I don't think so because these have. I put rechargeable loops, so the battery readback may not be accurate. But this is what it looks like at idle. Okay. Now here's my remote amplifier switch. Okay, so now she's on. Look at that. That is reading off of the speaker terminals. Not that it's that big of a difference. But look at all that noise. I'm not, by no means am I an audio engineer. And this is a cheap oscilloscope. So, you know, what does that really mean? I can't say for certain if this is good, bad, if it matters. But look at all that noise. That's just at idle. That's with nothing playing. I usually keep this at 25, even though this has really shitty pre-out. It only has 2 volts pre-out. And then I've got my factory Bose Chevy Impala 2 ohm speaker. And then these are 2 Gravity 8-inch subwoofers. Both are 2 dual voice coils wired to a final impedance of 2 ohms. And we're gonna play some music. We're not gonna play music. We're gonna play a 40 hertz test tone. We're gonna turn this down so we don't get rocked. Okay. Okay, so it's registering at 40 hertz. We're at 25 volume, 26 begins to clip. I'm not, don't really take the 25, 26 RMS to heart because I don't really have that great of a power supply. But look how noisy that sine wave is. That's what I want you to understand. Look how noisy that sine wave is. So that's with a 40 hertz test tone. I'm gonna hook up the Power Acoustics just for reference so that you can see what this looks like on a different amplifier. Maybe I'll hook up my Rockford Fosgate, I don't know. But so I'll get back when that's hooked up. Okay, so now we have the The old Walmart amp. I didn't buy this at Walmart, by the way. I paid $60 for this thing off of eBay. What a steal! What a steal what a crazy amp for $60. So we have it wired up to the speakers, and this is at idle. Clean. I mean, clean. Here, I'll turn the voltage down so that. Now, when we were monitoring this on the Plinius, we were at 20 volts. So that needs to be, like, it was, reading for 20 volts. So look how much cleaner that is, especially at 20 volts. Okay, so that's at idle. There's nothing playing. Okay, we're going to turn this down. Okay, we're going to watch this as I turn it up. So that's 20. That's 25. So also we're hitting a higher on the exact same setup. Look how clean that is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see what the gain will do if I inch it up just a tad. We're getting a little bit of clipping, a little bit of distortion. Right there, 28 VRMS. So we were at 25. Exact same conditions. Like, I kept as many variables that I can control the same as possible. And it's just so much cleaner. So, like, what the hell is the deal with this guy? I mean, come on. The clip light's weird. I should have shown a video of the clip light. It doesn't flash or blink when it gets, like, when it hits a distorted sine wave. It lights up brighter the more that it's clipping, which I'm not a fan of. It is accurate. It will slightly glow when it detects like even a little bit of distortion. So I'm really not a fan of that. I'd really like to see a bright light as soon as I have any distortion on my system. But it is accurate, and it's better than nothing. So, yeah, I'm still going to run this amplifier. I just think it's important to know because nobody on YouTube who's reviewed this has hooked it up to an oscilloscope. I'll power off my radio. No one's hooked it up to an oscilloscope and just taken I would play some music, but I don't want this to get copyrighted, and I don't have enough time to research what copyright-free music sounds good on subwoofers. But I was playing just a little bit by 50 Cent, and I mean, it was crazy how clean the power acoustic was, as well as the Rockford Fosgate Class AB sub amp I have. And this just looks so dirty on the multimeter. Sound-wise, it sounds good. I probably don't have the audiophile ears to analyze whether you would be able to hear that high-frequency noise through the subwoofers or not. So, again, that noise, it may not matter at all when it comes to the subwoofer. But I do think that it's important to note it because nobody's been talking about it. And in the reviews on Amazon, there's a guy who's far more qualified to talk about this than me. And he hooked it up to a really nice oscilloscope and has a really nice power supply. And he took it apart. Now, he took it apart and measured the voltages at the rail on the power supply and all sorts of stuff. And he doesn't note any high-frequency noise to my knowledge. He might. But if that guy's review means more to you than this, fantastic. I'm happy. That means that you'll enjoy it. That's all I care about. I thought it was very important that nobody talked about this and that it needs to be noted. At the end of the day, it is a $70 amplifier, and I think that it's a great value for that $70. The best balance, I paid $46 for it, brand new, shipped from Amazon, and that's an insane value. You just can't beat that. It's gone up to 56 since then. Sometimes you can catch the 650s of these on sale, or not on sale, but in stock, because this one and the 650s are very often out of stock. But if you can get the 650 for $50, get that one. If you're really concerned about space, then get this one. It's 70. I don't know what else to say. Definitely go check out that guy's review on Amazon. And thanks for watching my video.